And before I left this dream, the place felt slightly icky, and because it was not neat, it was not as neat as I wanted it to be. While I sat there speaking to her in this dream, I didn't sense any fear. Since she was hiding out in this area for quite a while, and this is like a spot people don't know about. And like I said, in a lot of my dreams, the Parrish prophecy, there's a lot of things going on the surface, but people automatically, with this, without thinking or bat an eye, will flee into subways because of things coming out, clouds like gray globs of, golden globs of raindrops, maybe huge hails that are dangerous when they touch the human skin, so, and the second sun, the planets, and all that stuff happening in the sky. Okay, the next number in this piece is the number 14. This piece is called Section 10, 10 Sun Dream, or S10, 10SND. In the month of January 5th, 2011, I recorded this dream inside my dream book. Today I dreamt I was at Asher Street, and it was daytime out warm spring or summer weather. I was standing in the backyard of my old home at Asher Street. I also believe someone I had known stood beside me. We both looked up into the sky. The sky had many, many clouds moving towards the north. Then I observed 3 circular dark disc shadows rotating above the clouds above me. These 3 dark discs, or shadowy spheres, startled me, or frightened me, because I remember I dreamt about these dark objects before, and they had something to do with the second sun, I believe. Next, I put my right hand over my mouth and I mumbled, "Oh, it's them." Next, I watched as the dark shadows rotated clockwise. They rotated clockwise. They rotated this way over the clouds. More or less, they rotated right to left. Then they disappeared. Then the clouds above me began to pick up in speed. The clouds moved faster from the south to the north. Then the last thing I witnessed inside this dream was that I watched a big square box with sticks for legs fall from out of the cloud, and it landed in a desert-like area. I think it could have landed somewhere around Star City. My Asher Street, East New York area, there's like a desert that me and my brothers used to go to when we was like kids, and this thing fell from the sky. It could have been a satellite. And I woke up from this dream. Okay, I have several drawings that I made, several illustrations. Okay, so that's what I seen in this dream. These circular dark spheres, or whatever they were, cast a shadow on the clouds, and they were moving from right to left, clockwise. Okay, so after they disappeared, the clouds began to pick up speed, and the clouds were moving so fast that they was more or less ripping apart. Like it was a puffy cloud, and the clouds began to move fast, and the clouds is ripping apart. The clouds were more or less being stretched because of the speed it was going. And then the thing fell from the sky like it was a square-like object, and it had like legs or whatever it was, or spikes. It fell down, and that's my rendering of the desert that I seen when I was a kid. And then the thing landed in the desert part. It stood up this way when it fell off in the sky, and just landed up in the sky. It landed in the desert area. Alright, the next number in this piece is the number 15. This piece is called Section 10, 11 Sun Dream or S10, 11S, and D. In the month of February 2nd, 2011, I recorded this dream inside my dream book. Today, I dreamt that I stood in front of my old elementary school, and it was daytime. My old elementary school was in East New York. I was wearing spring or summer wear. I believe I was wearing a blue short sleeve shirt. The school appeared to be closed. Next, I turned around and I watched a black girl and maybe her father move around in their home on the second floor. There was when I turned around, there was rows of homes across the street from this elementary school. There were, like I said, row houses across the street. The reason why I was able to see these individuals move around in their home is because they had their terrace door open. The terrace is located on their second floor, and the house was, I believe, a 3-story home. I watched the daughter open up a bathroom door. Then I seen the man of the house get up from his kitchen table, and he walked towards the terrace, standing over. Okay, he walked towards the terrace, standing over. The man was ornament. It was an ornament standing over the terrace. It was like ornaments or hoods, and it had strings on it, which was attached, to the ornament. Next, I found myself walking to a train station. This train station was an elevated train station. I might have been attempting to take the number 3 train. I believe a guy was following me. I entered the train. The train was crowded with Puerto Ricans. I was not feeling comfortable in this car, which was crowded. I sat in the middle with other people sitting beside me. I was kind of nervous. So I began to chew my gum, and I began to make bubbles, blow bubbles with my gum as I was chewing the gum. Then I seen a person get up from a 2-seated seat near the car door. When you exit from one car to another, so it was a car door. So I seen a lady get up, or a person get up, and I ran over there and tried to sit there, get away from the crowded seated area. I got up and I sat by the car door that lead into the next car. The new seat I was sitting in was cut in half. So I got up and sat in another 2-seated seat, which I quickly discovered was also cut in half. So now I returned to my first seat I sat in when I entered this car earlier. Now the car was occupied with 5 black women. 3 black women sat on my left and 2 sat directly in front of me. Then I recognized one of the women who were sitting in front of me. It was the girl who jumped off the roof of a 2-story house I seen earlier in this week, which was, I decided not to write about for some reason. Anyhow, this girl was kissing another girl right in front of me, and I felt offended. So, to make a silent protest, I lifted up my finger, hoping that the girl that I seen earlier in my dream, which I didn't mention in this particular jump off a roof, a 2-story roof, hoping that the girl would see the ring and maybe stop doing what she's doing. Since I'm a Christian, and I find that, not really cool. But the lady continued to kiss, so I left at the next stop. Now, when I left at the next stop, like I said, I felt somebody was still following me. Someone I believe followed me to this subway station. I didn't see the person while I was in the train. When I exited the train, I sensed the same individual was following me, and I felt like I was around Pennsylvania Avenue, still in East New York. And I believe I'd gone quickly into a candy store, and I left the candy store, and then I looked across the street of Pennsylvania Avenue that would take you to Sarasota, and not too far from the elementary school I grew up in. and I seen a comic book store. So I go inside a comic book store, and the person I felt that was following me was all of a sudden on my back, and I shrugged this person off my back. I don't know the symbolism of that situation. The guy was following me, now he's on my back, and I shrugged him off my back. I really don't know what that means. But anyhow, I gone deep into the comic book store, and I was very happy to see boxes of comic books being displayed in comic book racks. I heard people frantically talking about their superheroes and stuff like that and things like this. So I was in there for a while until I had my fill of comic books. So I left the comic book store, and I gone back outside, and the guy that was following me wasn't there anymore. So I go across the street, and it was still daytime. It was very bright out, and I seen people across the sitting on the ground, and they had their back up against the wall. And I felt maybe I could do that too. Just sit down for a while and enjoy the nice sunny day. So I go across the street. I sit next